Let him talk at length.
But like this was Tucker letting Kanye just talk. And so my relationship with Kanye, working in my industry, back when he stepped up on stage at the VMAs after Taylor Swift won music video of the year or whatever, and Kanye goes up, no, this belongs to Beyonce. Basically, when he said that, I'm like, well, who is this guy? What the heck? I mean, I had heard of him, and when he was ripping on George Bush and stuff way back.
Bush is evil. George Bush is evil.
So
now Q's going like, yeah, he was a prophet.
So then because I was kind of I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I was like, she's probably, like this is kind of intruding on her glorious moment. What's he doing?
A little bit. And
it didn't take long for me to completely flip. Like Kanye is saying things. I'm like, oh, because that got my attention. But what changed for me when he was on Tucker was he demonstrated that he's acutely aware of his position in history. Kanye is acutely aware that he is special. He's not looking at what's going on and just trying to advance himself. He did that for a long time. Now he realizes that he is a pivotal figure in world history. And he's aware of it. And he knows that God put him there. And so he has to walk this fine line of which thoughts he has come from God and which one are just some kind of crazy creative idea he has. Right. And saying certain things. So he's going to gush. He's going to gush honestly. But like King David, who the greatest king of all Israel, who did some crazy bad stuff, was still a man after God's own heart. And so now I look at Kanye going, oh, like he's tapped in. I think he's not one of those, I'm going to become a Christian and capitalize on that market. He's like, God really got a hold of him, or has always been there. And now he's submitting to that and just doing what
let's give Kanye more than 6 months before I make a judgment on him. When he's zeroed out to nothing and he's homeless and he's still holding the line, which I do think he would do. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I know a lot of lunatics like Kanye, a lot of people that speak their mind. And Gavin McInnes is one. Gavin McInnes is one of them. Snowden is one of them. All these whack jobs and stuff. And I'm just going, I just think he still has a lot of fame and a lot of buffering. I won't give him the credit of being, this is God's man in his time because he's so popular. I'm more impressed with the widow's mite, with the poor woman that gave her everything. She gives so much more than Kanye does.
I don't. That's why do you all? I came in here with
this is what you meant. Doug's going to leave, and I'm going to stick around.
Right. I came in here with the intention of having a good conversation, and then you go say something silly like that.
Silly? It's the Bible. Shut up.
No, silly like that.
You.
Right?
I rebuke you.
No. Check it.
Here we go.
The Jesus told a parable, right? Mm-hmm. Told a parable about the men with the talents, right? The men with the talents, saying he gave 1 5, 1 3, 1 1. Man with 5 came back with 10. The man with 3 came back with 6. The man with 1 buried it in the ground, right? And said, hey, you only gave me this amount, okay? The truth of the matter is I'm not taking up for Kanye because I don't know what's in his heart. But what I can say is there's a whole lot of people out there who will sit up here and they'll scream and say, yeah, this and that. And they'll whisper about all this. But when somebody says, take this jab, or we're going to take your $10 an hour job, they put their arm up and take the jab.
That's right.
We're talking about a guy who's putting more money on the line, billions of dollars. Now, if you have people who are willing to take the jab to save their $15 an hour job, yet you have a man who's willing to put billions of dollars on the line, I have to gut check myself and say, golly, man, there was things on YouTube just because of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I might lose. I skated around and I said things like ballet instead of ballots. I wouldn't actually speak my mind because I did not want to lose this hundreds of thousands of dollars that was coming in for my family. This is a guy that's coming out and actually in people's faces saying, no, this is right. this is wrong. And if it costs me billions of dollars, if it costs me everything,
point on
I'm
the
gonna still
widow's
say,
mite, the point on the widow's mite is that God respects percentages, and every one of us has more on the line of a percentage of our network than Kanye does right now. So you can't look at the final fee of billions of dollars. Every one of us has more on the line than Kanye. I know people every day that do lose their job. When they lose their job, it's their everything. Kanye has nothing but options in front of him. Nothing but good options in front of him.
You have the ability to live in anonymity, Doug, and that's not fair for you to make that statement. You have the ability to live in anonymity. He does not have that. He's not only putting up billions of dollars, he's putting up his image and he's putting up his name. Yes. Do you realize in the Black community that he is, you can say what you will, but you can sit there in your house and you can sit there on this channel where we're going to get maybe tens of views, thousands, if we're lucky, of views.
Make $5,
right. Yeah. So you can say that, but when a guy is willing to say, okay, I just lost $1 billion and still keep talking, that takes some intestinal fortitude, man.
He's got another billion left. He's got another billion left. He just bought Parler. I'm not buying Parler. Okay. He just bought the platform.
That hasn't gone through yet.
It's not to scale.
That hasn't gone through yet, but we don't even know if that's going to be able to go through with the amount of money that he's lost. But let me look at you and say, Doug, you got $1 billion in your account. You say this, and that $1 billion is gone. Yeah. Then let's hear you talk.
No, I already did. That's exactly here. I'll convince you. That's exactly where I'm talking from.
Turn out, real quick.
Warning. Due to YouTube community guidelines, the rest of this video cannot be watched here. Follow the links below in the description to This Way Network.